When Sam Mitchell joins the show, it's more than just a conversation. It's a masterclass in basketball intellect, a fusion of experience, candor, and unfiltered truth. Another day above dirt, he says with the calm wisdom of a man who has lived the highs and lows of the NBA, both on the court and from the sideline. The tone is casual at first, checking in on family, exchanging respect, but that quickly transitions into a high-level dissection of a playoff scenario that has stunned much of the basketball world. The Minnesota Timberwolves walking into Crypto.com Arena and dismantling the Los Angeles Lakers. And not just beating them, but beating them at their own game. The shock was real. For many, including Stephen A. Smith, there was confidence in the Lakers prevailing in the series. Minnesota was expected to make it competitive, maybe even stretch it to 6 games. But to deliver a beatdown in Los Angeles? That was unforeseen. And the reason, as Mitchell asserts with no hesitation, starts and ends with Anthony Edwards. The biggest pimp that you can name, he declares. It's not just about bravado. It's about an unshakable, authentic competitiveness that very few possess. Edwards isn't posturing. He lives a moment, thrives in confrontation, and welcomes every big name as another mountain to climb. Whether it's Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic, or LeBron James, Anthony Edwards doesn't blink. He embraces the battle. He seeks it out. Minnesota is a team defined not just by size and athleticism, but by conviction and cohesion. They're not just younger and bigger. They're more willing to impose their identity. Head coach Chris Finch deserves immense credit. He entered the series with clarity and resolve, stating he wouldn't shrink his lineup to mirror the Lakers. That was a chess move before the first piece was even touched. As Mitchell passionately reiterates, if your strength is your size, why would you play someone else's game? Finch refused to downsize and play into the hands of Los Angeles. He doubled down on the Wolves' strengths, and it worked. Historically, this Minnesota team is battle-tested. This isn't a squad new to playoff tension. They've been there. They've had the heartbreak. They've felt the weight of falling short in the Western Conference Finals. But now they're weaponizing that pain. And they've added new wrinkles, most notably Julius Randle. He's a different beast. He wants the ball in his hands, not to just score, but to facilitate, to create, to control the rhythm of the offense. He brings physicality, a bruising interior presence, and a playmaking desire that redefines Minnesota's offensive balance. That's what overwhelmed the Lakers' small ball approach in Game 1. Players like Austin Reeves had no chance. Julius Randle simply wore him down, possession after possession, contact after contact. And while the headlines focus on the star power of Luka and LeBron, Mitchell cuts through the noise. He drills down into what TV analysts too often overlook: the war within the war, the physical grind, the mental toll. Every time the ball hits the rim, Reeves, Doncic, and James are being forced to box out, to absorb contact, to defend, and to rebound. Over 48 minutes, those duties drain energy. And when your top stars are forced into dirty work, it changes how much they can produce on the offensive end. Yes, Luka dropped 37, but it was a laborious 37. Minnesota's defense made him work for every inch. The Lakers reverted to ISO-heavy hero ball schemes, giving the ball to LeBron or Luka and watching. That might work in the regular season, but not in the playoffs. Not when defenses are laser-focused, and coaching staffs have an entire series to dissect tendencies and disrupt flow. And the Timberwolves? They were built for this series. The Lakers were not. Now comes the brutal reality. If Los Angeles is bounced in the first round by Minnesota, it sends tremors through the franchise. The implications are seismic. The GOAT debates reemerge. Questions about LeBron's twilight years intensify. Is the LeBron-Luka experiment viable long-term? What happens next offseason? The fallout is layered and complex. Yet through that uncertainty, Mitchell finds a silver lining. J.J. Redick, in his first season as head coach, has overachieved. He's managed stars, navigated wildfires, literal ones, and shown tactical poise beyond his years. While Darvin Ham's exit was controversial and emotional for some, Redick has brought structure and belief. He's proved he belongs in the league as a head coach. That much is clear. Still, the playoffs aren't about feel-good stories. They're about results. And Minnesota, simply put, was the worst possible matchup for the Lakers. The Timberwolves defend with length, rebound with authority, and exude a fearless confidence that stems from their star player. As Mitchell passionately explains, this team has taken on Anthony Edwards' DNA. They walk into hostile arenas not with caution, but with a swagger, a defiance. And that matters, because in this league, it's not always about who has the most stars. It's about who has the better team, the more cohesive unit, the deeper bench, the more complete game plan. Minnesota checked every one of those boxes, and if the Lakers do go home in round one, it won't be because they failed. It'll be because Minnesota is simply built for this moment and may very well be headed for something even greater.